On there, we have the Lewis Group on security, and then our LEA compliance letter. Whichever one.
I make a motion, we accept the
Compliance report.
Yeah.
We have a second. We have a motion. We have a second.
Second.
Discussion. Let's vote, Jennifer, please.
Tobin,
Uh-oh, not me.
You got it.
We gotta go to the meeting.
You gotta exit out and go to your meeting.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I'll vote
called meeting.
to it orally.
You're still in the workshop. You go home. You're home. And then I'll go to call me to the green. Go back up, something no good.
Okay, we're in.
There you go. I'll take you through. It's cool, thanks, I can't do it. There it is. There you go. Steering wheel.
All approved. Thank you. And to stay in compliance, public comment, there is none. So we'll move right into our security upgrades. Mr. Paul, you want to start us? You or Jake?
We're going to have to do something, Paul. He's sitting back there yawning and sleeping. He's tired.
Doing well lately. Stressed about this stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we just sort of want to maybe just have a conversation about the strategies, and I mean, my suggestion earlier.
Yeah, I think we probably need a motion on the current bid.
I'd like to make a motion that we reject our current bid on the safety upgrades.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Let's vote, Jennifer, please.
Sorry, what? Just needed it. Tobin. All agreed.
Thank you. Now, suggestions.
Yeah, then the suggestion, I think, is a strategy to move forward. So I think, we thought about two things running in parallel. One is we have Burwell kind of a little bit on the hook, right? That they're doing their athletics improvements at both high schools. So have them, we've got finished drawings. So this could be a very detailed estimate. Just have them, ask them if they would be willing to look at a detailed estimate to really try to get more realistic numbers on both high schools. And then the other thought that we discussed was taking one of the other schools that were very simple. One of the elementary schools, I think maybe we sort of landed talking about Sulphur Springs and just putting it back out there. It's sort of almost a litmus test, right, for the rest of and just hard bidding one. I think there's a combination of things of communicating with some other smaller local contractors. We talked about getting Preston back on board because until they couldn't find an electrical sub at the end of the day, they were asking a lot of good questions and seemed very serious about that project. But just hard bid that one and see what we come up with. And I mean, if that number looks as favorable as I think we all think it can, and then maybe we just go ahead and do that one, and you're at least, I don't know how that shakes out politically, but you've got one down for a reasonable cost. And then I think maybe that gives us all the confidence that we could sort of keep working in that fashion and bid, we may bid all the rest of them separately or figure out how to sort of group them together. But I think for me, it started making a lot of sense as we discussed that, having Burwell look at the high schools with a with a really, really good cost estimate, and doing one of these, such as Sulphur Springs, would be a good strategy to get us down the line and get movement and good bang for your buck.
Mr. Waters?
I make a motion that we allow Lewis Group, or ask Lewis Group to get with Burwell on David Crockett and Daniel Boone to give us some kind of price idea or price estimate for us to go forward, and also allow them or ask them to hard bid Sulphur Springs School out for bid and see what we get.
Discussion? All right, let's vote, please, Jennifer.
Second. All agreed.
Thank you. We also talked about possibly a construction manager or project manager. What's your thoughts on it? Wait till we get some numbers in and kind of go from there, or?
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable, like, next step that we all discuss. You know, if you get somebody in on the front end who can help sort of control the cost, that's great, you know, but I think, to me, the more we talked, I think this seemed like a very logical first step of just sort of, you know, I don't think we've seen any realistic numbers yet. I mean, in my
Right.
opinion, and I think you guys agree too, so if we can get a little closer to that, then, you know.
Then talk about the project.
Yeah,
After the
yeah.
numbers come
Because, you know, at that point, you know, of the 11 schools, at that point, we're 3 schools in, right? I mean, at least to have an idea on 2 and maybe, you know, a real bid number that we can, again, move forward with on Sulphur Springs.
Did you get any information back from Burwell when you texted?
Yeah, and then I did jump the gun and I went ahead. But I don't think Todd had, that was Todd Morris with Burwell, I don't think. No, he hasn't responded. But I did already reach out. Just to ask if they were interested. I mean, you know, we didn't have to go forward with it, but I just thought it was.
We still, of course, would obviously proceed with the competitive bid process. This would help us really get a gauge of what is realistic, or what we
Yeah.
should anticipate
Right.
as fair and realistic.
Right. I mean, again, we were looking at, like, Sulphur Springs, that was 260. 250. It's another one of those, and kind of what I said downstairs, you know, even about Asbury, but very similar kind of thing. I'm not sure I could get above 30 or 40. Maybe I'm missing something, but those numbers are beyond inflated, you know, and I don't really know where they're coming from.
It was
One wall,
double doors
2 doors. Well,
and one single door and 2 windows. It was $250.
Yeah.
Mr. Waters?
While we're on the subject, it is Thanksgiving. I just wanted to tell you all how thankful we are for your all's assistance and recommendations.
Feeling mutual. I mean, we really appreciate, you know, and I kind of hesitate to say this because you say, oh, you guys probably just say this to all the boards, but I feel like as a board, we've kind of got to know you guys, and we have as good or better relationship with you guys as a board than we do anybody. And nothing against other systems, you know, and we have good relationships in a lot of other systems, but it's been a really good, you know, relationship. And even just like the discussion that we had downstairs, you know, some of those things started clicking in my mind only after some of the things you guys were bringing up. So I think that's the other thing too, is just, you know, we're all kind of teammates in this, right? And we can make suggestions, but again, until I started hearing some of your all's thoughts about that, I wasn't quite sure where we were going to go with that. But I feel like this is a good kind of first step of trying to get this thing right sized. But I really do appreciate you all.
Thank you.
Thank you for the dinner.
It's been a good kind of working relationship.
Thank you for the dinner at the conference.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Appreciate that
well,
hospitality.
Thanks for feeding us tonight, right?
Right.
Quid pro quo.
Okay, anything else for the Lewis Group? If not, meeting adjourned.
And I'm thankful for